So welcome back. Now, whether you're looking for a luxury getaway or perhaps maybe just a little more budget-friendly option, South Africa has a lot to offer, from the sun-soaked beaches to the thrilling wildlife and, of course, adventures of our majestic mountains. And with up to 50% off travel deals, 50% off travel deals, South Africans are now being encouraged to take a short left this tourism month. And this, of course, is part of South African tourism's Great South African Sale that starts on Monday and it will run until Sunday, the 14th of September. That has to be exciting because as the weather warms up, I'm sure we all want to get out and just, get to see more of our beautiful country. Joined in studio this morning by Mashoto Mokgethi, who's South African Tourism's Head of Domestic Tourism. Thank you so much for coming through.
It was a beautiful drive.
The weather's just beautiful
nice.
right now.
Yeah.
So it actually gives you that sense of, I want to get out,
Exactly.
I want to be somewhere. The summer has set in early this year and we want to know where we can go.
Let me tell you, great days, great times, and a great time to launch a campaign, honestly. So yes, it is time for us to get out and enjoy our country.
So how are we faring in terms of domestic tourism at the moment in South Africa?
We're sitting on 14.7% increase in travel from January to June as compared to last year. So we are doing quite well. And we have increased also on our domestic spend. So we are faring quite well.
And how did South Africans respond to last year's sale? Because, again, all the excitement, how did it go? And are you expecting improvements? And if so, where? Where do you think South Africans would be looking to?
So, Sakina, last year we had about 100,000 people coming into the website around about that time. The website almost crashed, let's just put it that way. So they're faring quite well. And we're hoping that we're going to get more people coming in into the website to actually see the deals that we have. We usually fare up to about 20 million-ish rand in terms of the sales that we make in that year. And that is what the people are telling us. So it is actually something that is very important for us to do. It's very important for the economy. So that's why we keep doing it.
And of course, it is tough economic times, and I'd like to say it's not just South Africa. It doesn't matter who you speak to the world over. Times are tough economically and people are trying to make do. So perhaps if you can't do the overseas trip, you've got to look at doing something locally. But people are budget conscious at this time. So in terms of that, are there real savings that people can look for?
It is up to 50% off of the deals that you book. And I have to emphasize, it's booking between the 8th and the 14th of September, not
for
traveling.
That week.
Yes. So you have to book in that week. It doesn't mean you need to travel in that week. You can travel at any time, but you have to book. So this is our way of making sure that we look at the budget conscious, even those that do luxury. I mean, I may be a blue train kind of girl. So
take me with you.
So, it is one of those where we're just saying only to South Africans. It is not open to internationals. It's only open to South Africans. This is the time where we say, enjoy your country, because no one else should be enjoying it more than you.
So is the blue train also 50% off?
Last I checked, they did enter their deals in. But, 50% of blue train versus other children is not quite the same.
It isn't the same, but when you talk luxury travel, because that is a bucket list item for so many people,
Yes.
just that experience on the blue train. But as you say, it's not just at the luxury end, but across the board. And in terms of provinces as well, yesterday we had our reporter Ulrich Roux out in Namakwaland, and that particular, part of the world I find very appealing. So just looking at the provinces, so it's across all the provinces as well.
Every single province has deals on. As I said, it's about 649 deals that we actually have, and they're across every single province. Obviously, some more than others, but definitely every single province is represented.
So, and I mentioned the Northern Cape because are there provinces that are more popular with local travelers than others?
I think we all know the Western Cape is. We know KZN is. Those two are the most popular ones, but we've seen a very, very good growth in Mpumalanga. I think the last time I was here, we were talking about Mpumalanga a lot, so I'm going to just say to my Mpumalanga people today, I'm not talking about you, I am talking about the Northern Cape. So yes, we are also seeing great growth in the Northern Cape. I mean, the Uppington area, Ochrabi is obviously where people are trying to go.
And it is gorgeous at this time of year. I must say, on your recommendation, I did go to Mpumalanga, one of the places there last year, and it was absolutely fabulous. And I have every intention of going back there. But when it comes to air travel and things like that, you know, people have raised concern about the cost of tickets, and just looking at South African tourism, you know, how much of, you know, an impact can you really have realistically when it comes to things like the travel part of it with the airlines or buses, trains like that? It may be an opportunity to explain to our viewers right now.
Look, you are right in that there's very few things we can do with regards to air travel. I am happy to tell you that we do have 2 airlines that are registered for Travel Week, so please have a look at that. What we have been trying to do is look at different modes of travel. So we partnered with Shosholoza Mail in terms of making sure that train is something that someone can actually do. So our Easter campaign, we actually traveled on a train all the way to Durban, the most fascinating experience of my whole entire existence.
Which train did you use?
Shosholoza Mail. That's the one we used. It was 740 Rand to Durban, just so you know. So yes, that was a fantastic experience. It was a 26-hour trip, but it has absolutely everything on board. So you eat, there's a disco. I'm not going to talk about that disco.
I've been on that train and I loved it. and the thing with train travel is when you're doing rail, you've got to be patient.
Yeah.
You've got to bring all your patience, but that's part of the experience.
Exactly.
Well, Mashoto, thank you so much, and looking forward to it. I definitely will be hopping onto that site. And as was explained, you need to actually go and buy between the 8th and the 14th. Travel can happen at any other time, but the sale is on from the 8th until the 14th. And trust me, as I say, last year I got a really good deal of this. You really want to go on. It is worth your while. Thank you so much to Mashoto Mokgethi, who is South African Tourism's head of domestic tourism, talking to us about the forthcoming Sho't Left great big sale. It starts next week from Monday, the 8th of September until Sunday, the 14th of September. Go find yourself some wonderful deals and see our country.